1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 56 degrees. It is 7:20 on this Tuesday, April 30th. I'm Susan Richard. Here's what's happening. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators at Columbia defy a new deadline to clear out and expand their encampment to inside a campus building. Our Glenn Schuck with the latest. A man under arrest for allegedly snatching a woman's phone and then tossing it into the pond in Central Park. 4 cops killed, another 4 wounded while serving a warrant at a home in North Carolina. AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile hit with a massive fine by the FCC for sharing location data without your consent, and why some of Conan O'Brien's friends thought he was a goner. In sports, Knicks try to finish off the Sixers tonight at the Garden. It's do or die for the Islanders again against the Hurricanes. Yanks and Mets both lost. AccuWeather, some spotty rain around this morning. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy, cooler day with a high of 65. Wednesday news time, 7:21. Traffic and transit on the ones. Here's Karen Stewart.
All right, Jersey City, southbound 109 Tonelli Avenue is very heavy from 495 to County Road in Jersey City. We got a crash there at County. The left lane is blocked. Try Kennedy Boulevard instead. No problems on the northbound side of 109 for the most part. Now over at the Holland Tunnel from your 12th Street approach, we got a crash in one lane approaching the toll plaza. We've got an inbound Holland Tunnel wait of 25 minutes, 25 at the Lincoln, and 15 to 20 inbound at the GW Bridge from 8095, 15 from the Palisades, 10 from Route 4, and 15 to 20 from the Route 46 approach. And as I was scanning the 1010 Wins jam cams in New Jersey, I spotted this pretty long, delayed Route 15, southbound from Edison Road to Berkshire Valley Road. It's a pretty delayed ride traveling down into Berkshire Valley right now, and it looks like it's all volume for the most part. Over at the northern suburbs, that's what she meant to say, southbound Springbrook at Route 100 for Central Avenue in Yonkers, we still have a disabled vehicle out there on the right shoulder, and the Southern State has a disabled vehicle too. Eastbound, near exit 32 for Route 110 on the right shoulder. Instead of the Southern State, you can try Jerusalem Avenue or Sunrise Highway. LNRR continues to be on or close to schedule, and we're sponsored by Whole Foods Market. From the Farmers Dog Traffic Center, fresh human-grade dog food delivered right to your door. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Save on tropical flavors at Whole Foods Market. Get 5 yellow mangoes for $5 with Prime through April 30th. Dice this golden juicy fruit and transform it into a spicy salsa for shrimp tacos. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
We're back at Columbia University this morning where talks with pro-Palestinian demonstrators broke down and things have gotten even more heated.
Situation here tense, definitely an escalation overnight. It was around midnight when dozens of students came from the encampment on the lawn and broke into this academic building known as Hamilton Hall, eventually unfurling a banner in support of the Palestinian movement. They then used zip ties, tables, even chairs to block or lock the doors.
Until Columbia meets every one of our demands.
So far, the NYPD has not entered the campus. Keep in mind, Columbia has to give them permission to do so. Now, in terms of a response to staff and students as to what is unfolding here, Columbia is sending out an email around 4 a.m. urging basically everyone to stay away from campus unless it's urgent. Glenn Schuck, 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM, here at Columbia University.
Arrest during a protest at Princeton. 12 students among 13 people charged with trespassing. That university's president says the students may also be suspended or expelled. In Texas, state troopers in riot gear moved in to clear out students who were trying to set up camp on the South Mall at the University of Texas at Austin. Those demonstrators also pressuring that school to divest from Israeli companies. Dozens arrested after they laid down on the grass and refused to move. At Virginia Commonwealth University, cops in riot gear made dozens of arrests using what appeared to be pepper spray that was on people who were throwing water bottles at them. As police investigate a string of muggings in Central Park, there's been another incident. It was 10 yesterday morning inside the park at 5th Avenue and 60th Street, where cops say a 42-year-old man approached a 35-year-old woman, grabbed her phone, but he didn't run off with it. Instead, they say he chucked it into the pond. He was arrested on scene. 2 separate shootings in the Bronx last night left a teenager wounded and a man dead. The first happened in Throgs Neck just before 7. Police say 32-year-old Jackson Trent was found in front of 2791 Dewey Avenue with a fatal bullet wound to the head. The other about 2 hours later at Crotona Park, where cops found a 17-year-old shot in the stomach. He was rushed to an area hospital, should be okay. So far, no arrests in either case. 10-10 Win Sports, a former Yankee, now with the Mets, had fans thinking no-hitter last night.
Yeah, Susan, 2 years to the night after a combined no-no at Citi Field, Luis Severino took one to the 8th inning.
0-2 to Swanson. Swinging a broken bat, looper behind short, base hit, going into left center field, and the no-hit bid is over.
Howie Rose on WCBS, then after the game, Sevy on SNY.
At what point in the night did you start to feel like this might be a night where you have something special working?
First pitch of the game. I was feeling good, even in the bullpen.
But the Mets would lose to the Cubs 3-1. Down in Baltimore, meanwhile.
Swinging a deep shot into right field, forget it. Gunnar Henderson says hello to the Yankees to start 2024. A solo home run that got out of here way quickly.
Justin Shackle on the fan. That leadoff shot against the Yanks, Clark Schmidt. All the Orioles would need in a 2-0 shutout. Mark Renee, 10-10 Win Sports on 92.3 FM.
Now Bloomberg Money Watch on 10-10 Wins with Steve Potusk.
NBC really wants the rights to air NBA games, Susan, and it's willing to pay up. According to the Wall Street Journal, the Comcast-owned network is prepared to pay an average of about $2.5 billion a year to grab a package of games away from Warner Brothers Discovery and its TNT network. Now, TNT is one of the league's oldest TV partners. It has paid an average fee of $1.2 billion under its current deal. The country's three largest wireless providers say they have no intention of paying almost $200 million in fines imposed by federal regulators who accuse them of illegally selling customer location information to other businesses without consent. Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile say they'll fight the FCC, appealing the decision that T-Mobile calls wrong and the fine, which it says is excessive. After a Wall Street win yesterday, S&P futures are down about 5 points. NASDAQ down 30, Dow in the red 15. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Steve Potusk for 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Wins News Time 7:27. Now this message.
Hi, it's Karen Stewart. You know, we've all had our own struggles with things in life, right? Like weight,